Hello and welcome to our video today. I have a lot of new people on this video, so I'll introduce myself. A lot of you guys have been here before, but let me introduce myself for the new attendees. My name is David Miles. I'm one of the senior investor and coaches for Academy of Trading and Investing LLC. A little bit about me: I'm a principal of Academy of Trading and Investing, along with Brian Burke and Paul Gibson. I personally have been a stock option investor since about 1985, and I was a certified stock market investment coach for Robert Kiyosaki for 12 years plus. My partners Brian and Paul, they also were coaches for Robert Kiyosaki Paper Assets stock market program for well over a decade. And that's where we met. We decided to change course, and we started Academy of Trading and Investing LLC. And our purpose, just like it was with when we coached for Robert Kiyosaki Paper Asset Program, is to help the little guy learn how to compete with the big guys, or people that aren't doing well, teach them to do well. And we have put together a program that I believe cannot be beat, and I'll explain that as we go along. But one thing to be aware of, that 4% of people that invest in the stock market long term make money. The rest of them lose a lot or all of it. So it's a high risk adventure, and you can't just go out there and start learning on your own. I was able to put this together over decades of trading. My strategy I'm going to discuss with you today, and that's the reason I strongly recommend that you need coaching or a mentor to help you cross the troubled waters, if you will. Again, 4% of the stock market stock option investors make money over the long time. 96% lose. Trading stock options carries a high level of risk. A lot of you know that. And this high degree of leverage that options provide can work for you as well as against you. And that's why I and my partner strongly recommend you receive mentoring from a veteran trader. Stock market can be a wild ride, and you need to have a strategy that will create order out of the chaos. What I want to talk about is how I made 106.94% profit during the 6 weeks of the stock market crash and snapback. That was from about February 26th to April 9th. Do you ever feel like these guys? You're like, holy crap, what happened? And people are really getting hurt in 401ks and long-term stock market investments and that kind of thing. The market likes to snap back. It's still pretty bullish. We're going through a coronavirus issue now that caused this crash. But how do you create money in good times and bad? How did I make over 100% in 6 weeks when the market crashed and the turnaround and snapped back to the upside? Excuse me. Here's a chart of the Standard & Poor's. Right here, started getting indicators. My indicators are telling me that there's a downturn coming. And here I got the signal, and here I got the confirmation. Those 2 days right there. I began to invest with puts, and we also do vertical credit spreads. But you can make a ton of money when the market does this. Now, there was a really good candlestick pattern. Again, my two indicators that I rely on 100%, I won't trade without them. Let me put it that way. It indicated right here that we were coming back, and this confirmed it right there. So I began to trade to the upside. Made a lot of money to the upside. You know, when you're sitting right here, how long is this thing going to last? A year? Another week? You know, this looks horrible, just like 2008. It just looks horrible. And in 2008, it happened to snap back. But how do you catch these snapbacks? How do you know you're not looking at one of these? A head fake, I call it. Is this the new trend moving up? No. You wait until your indicators and all the other things I follow to indicate that this is going to happen. And if you can trade with the probabilities you're going to be way ahead of the game. Casinos in Vegas or wherever they are in the world, they don't play the game. The casinos don't gamble unless the probabilities are in their favor. We want to do the same thing with the stock market. Casinos make consistent profits. It doesn't go up and down, up and down. Casinos make a lot of money, and it's very consistently made. Their profit graphs look like a straight line, basically. So we want to do the same thing. Now, talk is cheap. There's a lot of people out there that are selling coaching programs, and if anybody says, hey, I can walk on water and chew gum at the same time, ask to see their broker statements. And so I decided to start with my broker statements for that 6-week period of time. And here was on the 24th of February, here was my account balance, $68,080. I had $45,925 about the next day, and we began to trade. If you're not familiar with broker statements, we do 2 types of trade: vertical credit spreads, and as soon as you make this trade, you get the money put into your account. And it stays there unless it goes horribly wrong, which 99% of the time they don't, because we trade them appropriately and with low risk. So all these vertical spreads are one way that I make money. The other way is just buying calls and puts. Now here is Honeywell. I sold it back. I sold it, and the money came back into my account. When I make a trade, they take it out. For example, I bought 2 ZTS, April 17th of April expiration, and it cost me $19.60. Later you'll see ZTS. I got more than that back. So the negatives are when I bought stuff. Well, here's ZTS right here. I sold 2 contracts here, and where'd it go? And let's see, I bought 2. Yeah, I bought 2 and I sold 1 on back. I gained more than half my money just on the 1 position that I gave back. Then I made more money on the second. So when I sell, I'm taking profits. When I trade, you'll see it. This is a trade. You see these? They'll come out of my account. When I sell them, they'll come back in. Here's a vertical spreads. Again, we're in on Monday, out by Friday. Can you predict the market for a week? And this year I've done it 98 point something% of the time. Very lucrative and very low risk. So there's my broker statements. Now at the end of my account statements here, this is April 10th. I had 146,436.71. Now I always trade with a 6-figure account, but you could have made all of these trades for about $30,000 in an account. There's no reason I need to carry that extra account balance. So that's why I based my profits on it. Was well over 100%. If I had a $35,000 account, I would have made not 59.34% of 100,000+, but I would have made that same amount of money. I could have traded exactly the same way on a $35,000 account. So I based it on $35,000, and I made well over 100%. The profitable directional trades, these are buying calls and puts. I was successful 82.6% of the time. My vertical spread trades were profitable 96.77%. And as of the day of this video, which is about toward the end of May, it's 98%. So 2 strategies. Here's proof. All the trades I made. And my profits. Again, I could have made this amount of profits, $37,430. This is my trading profits on a $30,000, $35,000 account. So based on a $35,000 account, that would have been 106% profit in 6 weeks. The way I figured this is I take the ending balance right there. I minus out the cash that I put into it, because those aren't profits, that's just cash. Then I minus out the beginning balance of 63,080, and that equals my trading profits. Here's that chart again. Now, I use these three indicators. This is market forecast. It comes from Thinkorswim. I use the MACD histogram, which a lot of you guys have heard of. I use the RSI, and when these things combine together, I put these together in a unique way. They tell me when the probabilities are shifting in my favor that the market's going to go up or down. I received a sell signal. I have two. I have a primary sell signal and a secondary sell signal, or a primary buy and a primary sell, primary buy and a secondary buy signal. But both of these flashed right here. And then I also look at moving averages. These are a 8 and a 4-day exponential moving average, a 21-day simple moving average. I have the Bollinger Bands. I look at candlesticks. I look at all this information that tells me right here, hey, we're heading down. And I began to trade. This told me we're heading down. Probably. There's no 100% guarantee. But I'm going to trade like the casino with the probabilities. I began to go short right there. And you can make a ton of money when the market makes a move like that. Now, excuse me, down at this point here, I began to get my primary buy signal here. Secondary buy signal was right there. This tells me the market is going to move to the upside. The probability shifted. We got a very nice Morningstar candlestick pattern, which I use as auxiliary signals, if you will. But why did I know that this candlestick pattern, bullish 3-day candlestick Morningstar pattern, was going to be good? And why did I suspect that this one wasn't? They're virtually the same. It's because my indicators, my technical indicators, primary and secondary buy-sell signal days, I never trade without those. I also look at support and resistance and other things too. Here's Pioneer. Here's one of my trades, one of many. This was not an exceptional. It was excellent. I had a lot of exceptional trades, so this was one of the exceptional trades out of many. But right here, I received right there the probability that that was a primary sell signal right there, and this on this day, the second day, was a secondary sell signal. I bought puts right there when it made new lows. It was also breaking through chart support right there. I drew this little line on the chart, but I went short. And here I was breaking even, and then down it goes, and a little bit of support developed there. Why didn't I bail out? Because I'm still getting my primary and secondary sell indicators were still alive and well. Made a nice profit that day, woke up this day, and when this happens, you can't imagine how much money you can make in one day. And it was a lot of fun. Right here, I began to get there's a primary buy signal. There's a secondary buy signal day. It tells me the probability of a trend change is high, and there it goes. This was Baidu. Same thing here. I received a sell signal right there. I received a secondary sell signal right there. I began to trade on the short side. Actually, I traded the short side right here when it broke through this support. You can't see the rest of the price points that are to the left here, but I bought puts. Down, you're losing a little bit of money there. It's looking good, and away we go. It's awesome when that happens. Here is a primary buy signal. Here's a secondary buy signal day. This told me the market was going down. This tells me probably going to go up, and there it goes. Now here goes the DG. This was one I didn't go short here because I just didn't. But I did go long when I started getting buy signals, primary buy signal, secondary buy signal right there. I bought calls, probably bought them at about this point in the trading day, about halfway up, went up, came back down, but you can see what this started. And I took my profits, half my profits right here, and the rest of my profits right there. Here's a sell signal day. Right there. This tells me the probability, primary sell signal day tells me the probability of a downturn is in my favor. Here is a secondary sell signal day. And down it goes. One thing about my primary buy and sell signal days, when they flash, I got a sell signal day right in here. When they flash, you got like an 85% chance of this market not making new highs for about 2 weeks, 10 days, 2 weeks. That's when I do my vertical spreads. A vertical spread, I can make money if the market goes down. If I do a bear call or a short trade, I can make money if the market goes down. I can make money if the market goes sideways. I can even make money if the market goes up, as long as it doesn't go ridiculously high. So out of 4 things that can happen to stock prices, up, down, sideways, or way up, I can make money in 3 of those scenarios. Excellent trade. I made just a ton of trades. These are just examples of what I did. Now think of you as a trader. Some of you are traders. Some of you potentially want to be a trader. If you could you earn option profits from option trading if you knew that you were trading with the trend, the probabilities. And my primary and secondary buy and sell primary buy and sell signal days tell you that probabilities are high that you are trading with the trend. It'll also give you the exact day the short-term trend was about to change. And it doesn't mean you jump into the market with a trade that day, but it also, my strategy also gives you the exact day you should take a trade based on the trend change. Also gives you the exact time that you should take profits. And over 80% of your trades are going to be profitable. You combine my vertical credit spread trades, which are well over, at this point this year, they're 99% or 98.7% profitable. And the calls and puts are a lesser percentage that are profitable. But combine those two, and you're 80% of your time you're gonna make money. How would that make you feel? No more guessing. Well, I'm in the market. When do I get out? Is it time to take profits? Okay, I'll take them. Darn, I took them too early. Is it time to take profits? No, I'm going to hang in there. Darn, I gave back all my profits. So you're trading with the trend. You can tell the exact day the short-term trend is about to change or likely to change, the exact day you should take the trade, and also when you should take profits. And the vast majority of your trades are going to be profitable. Let me tell you about our coaching programs. I coach the option trading program. Strategy I've been trading actively for over probably 10 years. I know that it works. If I lose money in a week's period of time, I don't care. It's never a lot of money, but it's over time. I have a high degree of confidence that it's going to work. What we offer is 8 weekly live coaching sessions. We will share screen. We'll be talking to each other as we share the screen. And I'll teach you all the aspects of my exclusive trading strategy that I've showed you produce the results that they produce today. Also, my clients like this more than they like the coaching calls, although they learn a lot on those coaching calls. But I will give you 6 months of live conference calls on Monday and Tuesday before the market opens, and we will look at what my strategy has pinpointed as opportunity for that day. And then when the market opens, we'll continue that conference call, and we'll discuss taking trades or not taking trades, or this has looked good before the market opened, now it's a little tentative. But I'll show you exactly how I look at opportunities to trade. And then whenever I take a trade, either establishing a position, taking profits, exiting a position, no matter what I do throughout the week, as soon as I do it, I'll send you a text message that says I'm buying calls, puts, I'm doing a vertical spread on this or that. You will know exactly what I'm doing when I'm doing it. These are to give you experience, and they're a teaching tool to show you exactly how I trade and why I do these trades. So my strategy combined with conference calls and texts are a powerful money-making combination, as I hope I have demonstrated. Again, if anybody says I can walk on water and chew gum and I'm the greatest stock market trader that ever lived, that is awesome. Show me your broker statements. I'd like to see those. So, with my strategy, and especially with the conference calls and text messages, it's a powerful money-making combination, and you're going to be able to look at the market in a totally new way. When to get in. Again, these are probabilities. This is not 100%. Nothing's 100%, but the probability of a trend change is high. Probability of a profit is high. When you take the time you should take profits, you'll know. If you look at a chart, you'll see a bunch of chaos typically, but you'll see the order in that chaos. This, what I strive to do with my strategy, tells you what to do and when to do it. If money were no object, and you could live on the stock market, just think about how different your life could be. And here's the cost. Now, by the way, we are well aware that we don't charge enough, but we are invested in the small trader. We just got into the habit when we were coaching with Robert Kiyosaki. By the way, if you would have signed up for one of his coaching programs and we would have been your coach, it would cost you a lot more money, but the total investment for our program is $2,450 for everything that I just explained to you on the previous slide right there. But for a limited time, we're offering a 50% discount if paid at the time of enrollment. So your total cost is $1,250, and that should have been $1,225. That's exactly 50%, but your cost will be $1,250. And you may bring a family member or friend at no additional cost and share that fee. So now you're down to $625. That is, it's just frankly dirt cheap for what you're going to learn and how it's going to change your trading. Copy and paste the web link below, academyofti.org, and it'll explain more details of our programs. Click the Take Action button and get started. What are you waiting for? If you keep doing what you're doing right now, your life will not change. What would you do with your life literally tomorrow, starting tomorrow, if money were no object? And Warren Buffett, he's a great long-term trader, long-term fundamental analysis trader, but he says, look at the market fluctuations as your friend rather than your enemy. Profit from the folly of other traders rather than participate in it. And that's what my strategy does. It shows you these market changes, the very short term. We're in vertical spreads, we're in a week, vertical spread trades, calls and puts, we're in, could be up to a few weeks. But they're very short term, and we catch these, we catch when the trend is likely to change. I wish you guys all the best in your trading. If you have any questions, send me an email. David.miles@academyofti.org, and we can discuss if coaching looks like a good fit for you. If you want to discuss your current strategy, I'd be happy to do that with you too. And our website is where you can sign up for coaching, and there's a lot of good information on there that can help you in your trading. So again, I wish you the very best. I hope to see you at the top 4% to make money consistently. Try to do this on your own, chances are, and you may figure it out over the years, like I did, but it's going to be an expensive journey, I would guess. So I wish you guys the best. Good luck to you, and hopefully we'll be hearing from you. You guys have a good day.